and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're in Attic with my trains. I'm just going to show you around, show you all the updates and see if you like them. So basically, here is the station. So where you're looking right now used to just be single track all the way down there. All used to be single track before. And now I've put double track down there. Not quite finished yet because I'm waiting for points, but pretty much nearly there. And then there's a point now here that goes to another point, and then off of this point there's going to be another point to go into a load of sidings, and then off this point going straight is going to be like a bay platform just sitting there. And then this way it's going to go off to a branch line. It's going to go round and follow these two lines here all the way round when it comes to here, before it goes into the new hill that I'll discuss in a minute. It is going to go onto this line and then with a point, because I can only fit a single through the tunnel. So it's going to go onto here, the box line is going to join on here, and then there's going to be another point just inside here, just over there, to go onto the thing, because of the bridge opening here. It's only a single bridge, so a double bridge, so I can't fit a third line. So that's how I'm going to overcome that. And there's also screws here that I didn't properly screw in. It could have gone better. And if you can see just down there, see where the second line ends. Just put some more light on there. You can kind of see it. You can kind of see where this line goes, and the first line goes. That's here. This is the main line still running at the moment. This line, where that is where the point will be, and that will join onto this line. And there'll be another point just here, going to the branch line, back onto the branch line again. And then let's discuss this new hill that I put in. So basically, I put a hill in. It's not finished over here because I need to lay the second line over here. It's only a single. It's double to there. It's single here, so I can get the right width for the trains that go around. So I need a carriage to work out how wide it is. So that's not quite finished over there. But this here, all the way along, is a new hill that goes around. Over here, I'm going to put a double entrance with a bridge up to a town up here. There'll be a town, like buildings, everything. A road down the middle, some shops and all that. Houses with gardens and that. And then, like a road and all that. I'll work out the layout and work out how I'm going to do it all. And then I have a bridge over there going to nothing. I had to cut around the post, as you can kind of see here, it's cut around there. And this is just to span the gap at the moment, just so that nothing falls down. And that's what I'm going to be working on while being stuck at home. Just put this new tunnel in, all the way round. So I carved it out of polystyrene. That is like it's like insulation that goes inside your house. And actually, this looks a lot thicker than it actually is. The thickness of it is only... Let me just get the temporary bit from over there. Thickness is only as long as this bit to the end of my nail, whereas on here it's like my whole finger, just because it's carved at an angle. And then that leads us back round power rail, single track, and that's where the double track starts again. It will be a full loop one day when I get points, when it finally arrives. Train. So I got 6 carriages. I need to get another set of 3 carriages, because then I can have a set of 4 and a set of 5. And yeah, and also need to replace the motor in the Flying Scotsman, because it burnt its motor out. So this is a new one out of this Flying Scotsman I bought off eBay for like a £5. So the motors are like 30 quid. But if you can get hold of one of these for 5 quid, you can get the motor out of them. I know you can get cheap Chinese ones off the internet for like £3, but then also with this you get spare wheels. You got a spare bogie truck here, spare truck up there, spare gearing, more spare gearing, a spare. This is not a DCT chip, but it's the chip that goes in the socket anyway. and then the actual socket there, so you get loads of spare parts out of there. Look, it's actually quite useful because I know the Tornado's wheels over. The Tornado is pretty much the same, just slightly longer chassis. And if it ever needs a chassis, I've got a chassis, just strip all the parts and put new ones on. And that's the Tornado up there. Look at it, darker green. And then we've got the Merchant Navy. It's in working order, apart from in reverse. Reverse, it doesn't really like reverse, but in forwards, it's happy as just happy. And then that's my diesel. And then we've got. Well, I found this little 040 here. I got this in a train set off of Formby. We're getting a bit of light there. They're a bit dusty at the moment because obviously I've been working on all the polystyrene and everything gets so dusty with that. We got a diesel here as well. That seems to be painted in wartime black. 08, I think it is in wartime black. Just with the stripes in either end. But everything else is like wartime black. We also got the most kid-like engine. I've had this now for, I think it was my first engine I ever got. I believe this was my first engine I ever got when I was like 11 years old. My mum and dad decided to get me a Thomas and Tank engine set. I have not got any Cowboy anymore because I don't know what happened to them. But I still got Thomas. And the reason that I still got him is just because it's a memory of my first train set, and he still runs perfectly fine. So he still runs, and it was just my first train set that got me started in the hobby. I kind of got out of Thomas when I was about 6, but just being able to run a train, because these are meant for kids, because there's no detail on them or anything, no fragile parts on them, so they're meant for kids. So really good starting engine. But they don't sell them anymore. They do the junior set. I don't think it's good as this, because this will get you into the hobby. I don't think junior set will, as this got me into the hobby. And then a second loco was the Flying Scotsman, obviously, in the background over there, just sitting there waiting for its new motor. And yeah, so that's just sitting there up there at the moment. Motors are just sitting there waiting to be fitted. This is an old motor anyway. It still works perfectly fine. I've tested it, okay, it'll work fine. So you're probably saying, why did you switch the linkage? Why did you just switch the body instead of change the old motor? But the linkage is, because obviously the linkage is perfect on that, but it's so fiddly to do, so I just don't think it's worth it, to be honest. But yeah, so that's done. That one, loco's done. I've also got this one. It's not really my test loco, if anything. I normally drag this around with a carriage, so that's what tests the curves before they come into, before I use them on the bigger loco, before I use them on any of my other locos, because our chimney broken. I think this is my second on my, this is the one after Thomas I got, and then I got Scotsman. But yeah, it's a beautiful little tender tank engine. But I'd probably put it in the shanty yard, maybe do one carriage run on the branch line. But yeah, they do go pretty fast. That's the only thing I don't like about them, is they go unrealistically fast. They've got an overpowered motor, basically. I think that's it. Oh, we've got a Southern coach over there, a Southern coach, and then I've got LMS coaches here, and then I've got some Pullman coaches there. So yeah, so that's my update on this railway. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.